Hey, what's up guys, Rev here. So yesterday we got the final results of the Streamy Awards of 2023, and the relevant news coming out of that for us is that Gawr Gura won VTuber of the Year, which is funny for a couple of reasons. I mean, in the 3 years she's been with Hololive, this year has been the year that she's produced the least amount of content, and with good reason, but it just goes to show the dominance she has over the VTubing scene. Like, she really is the top of the mountain, and she's showing that once again by winning this award. But it's also funny knowing Gura because there is no way she knew she was nominated for this Streamy Award. Like, these aren't supposed to be taken seriously, and I'm sure she was off doing her own thing and found out after she had already won. But there's one thing that also came out of this news is that a lot of people were irrationally angry at Gawr Gura for winning this award. Now, curiously, it was not from VTuber fans who might have been upset about the choice of the winner. It was actually Normies on Twitter who were very, very angry at Gawr Gura and apparently had their first run-in with VTubers seeing posts announcing her win. But before we look at those comments, a reminder that until the end of this month, so a couple more days, if you use my code REV30, you'll get 30% off your total advanced GG order. You can check out some shakers. You can also get some more powder if you need to restock. Now is a great time. If you use my code, use the link in the description or in the pinned comment and use code REV30 at checkout for 30% off your total order. So this is actually another news source reporting on the win. And this is Pop Crave. They're like very normie, so it's like a recipe for disaster, okay? So they report on Gawr Gura winning, and some people tagged me saying you gotta check out the replies to this tweet, and man, they were not kidding. So we saw a lot of stuff like this, claiming that Gawr Gura must be AI. So you have these women down here saying, I have no words to be honest. They giving awards to AI now? Seems so. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Anime girls are like the kryptonite of insecure women. They see anime girls and they get irrationally angry, okay? Now, a lot of people focus on men kicking down women. They say that's the problem. Dude, I've seen plenty of women kick down other women whenever they have success, and it's demonstrated right here. The second they see a woman succeeding, they denigrate it all the way down. Well, it must be AI generated. She didn't deserve it. And they're kicking down their fellow women for absolutely no reason. And these comments would continue. A lot of people saying, you know, who's this? What's a VTuber? And you have someone like this saying, so some real content creators lost to AI. Which is crazy and confusing because it's like, do they think Gura is AI or do they think all VTubers are AI and they're confused about this category? Like, it's just very weird. But there's more comments here like this one saying, congrats to the AI, which is crazy because you have an anime profile picture and yet you don't know what a VTuber is. And also, I don't know what this is, but we are not listening to whatever garbage you just posted. And then you have another comment down here saying, how the hell is this an award that is a freaking anime character? That is a very confusing sentence, but basically they're saying that Gawr Gura is an anime character, which is very, very strange. But this reflects something that is shared in a lot of these comments, and that is ignorance. And a lot of it is very intentional. You see dozens of comments on posts about Gura winning saying this, who is she? I've never heard of her. She must be irrelevant. It's because people like this on Twitter are so narcissistic and they have such a main character syndrome that they believe if they haven't heard of someone, then nobody has. It's like going into a medium that you have no interest in and no knowledge of, and then seeing people at the top and going, I don't know who they are. They must be irrelevant. Well, of course they are because you're not familiar with the medium. She's a VTuber at the top of her medium, and she has millions of subs. Of course, she is very relevant. She's only irrelevant to you because you're just not interested in VTubers. But you felt the need to comment on a post about VTubers. It's very weird. And we see it here, another comment saying, VTubers are all weirdos. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again, there is nothing weirder than a grown adult seeking out things they have no interest in simply to make fun of it and call people weird for enjoying something that has nothing to do with them. They're not bothering you, they're not doing anything to affect you, and yet you still felt a need to reach out and call people weirdos over it. Here's another tweet saying, watching a VTuber is crazy. Let's see what you're into. So their bio says, I tweet about basketball at Sixers. So I have been involved with sports my whole life. Sports are very important to me. I grew up with them. I was a college athlete, and it's still important to me to this day. But I don't see any significant difference between being a sports fan and being a VTuber or anime fan. If you want to think it's pathetic that people are watching a VTuber and that dynamic is something to be laughed at or is weird or crazy, I don't see how that's any different than grown men watching and idolizing other grown men play games. They don't know who you are. In fact, you have a much more high chance of a VTuber fan actually interacting with a VTuber than a sports fan does interacting with their favorite athlete. Like, you see it here. You're adding the Philadelphia 76ers. Bro, they don't know you. Like, that's like trying to, like, you know, put Gawr Gura in your ad if you're a random Twitter user. Like, how is that any different? But nonetheless, moving on, more people who seem very confused. This person asking for real life pictures. I don't know if they're being a creep or they're just very confused as to what they're seeing. But this would be reflected in other comments where this lovely individual says, "That ugly bitch needs to face reveal." Now, a lot of normies like this don't understand the appeal of VTubing, the main appeal, and that is anonymity. Most people who make content are not comfortable posting their real life face on the internet because they're worried that deranged people like this will do something and track them down in real life. It's about anonymity and protecting yourself. And unhinged people like this just don't understand that we don't want our digital footprint tracing back to our real life image. And it's not because you're doing anything crazy or illegal. It's just out of your own safety. But here's another comment saying, there could be an old man with a voice changer behind that AI. So they are literally stupid on multiple levels. And once again, another woman tearing down another woman and claiming they must be a man with a voice changer and also AI generated. Here's another comment. I would get banned on YouTube for a lot of other replies I could give this one, but nonetheless, this person says, porn addicts cheering right now. Gawr Gura is the furthest thing from a porn-producing content creator that you could ever get, and the fact that you think anyone who enjoys her is one of those shows me that you're just either intentionally ignorant or you're trying to water down the term or the phrase porn addict for your own benefit, probably. Here's another one. You guys probably expected this. This individual calling Gawr Gura pedo bait, channeling their inner Brittany Venti. But of course, you say pedo bait over a VTuber model, but you're an Oshi no Ko superfan. Yeah, a little bit of a hypocrite on that one. But here's another comment saying, that's a child. No, ma'am, that is an anime character, okay? The fact that you see children when you look at this shark character, that's more of a you problem. It's not my problem, okay? Stop projecting your weird obsession with children onto us or Gawr Gura or anything in between. But nonetheless, you guys get the point. A lot of ignorance in those replies, and it just goes to show you, no matter how mainstream you think VTubing and anime is, the normies out there will still judge you, and they still don't know anything about these mediums, and they will judge you. They will judge you, they'll call you horrible things, and they think they're the normal ones, when in reality, they're just normies in title. But normal people, not really. Because no normal person goes out to something like VTubers that they have no interest in to simply bring hate and mean comments. But nonetheless, that's going to do it for this video. A big win for Goomba. We're proud of her. She deserves the award and she deserves all of her success. And that is going to do it for this video. Please share all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.